There are places in the ocean so dark, so deep, that people who entered were never seen again. The final twist will haunt your dreams, inshallah. Circular 10. The continental slope, where light dies. At first glance, it's just a steep slope between the shallow continental shelf and the deep ocean basin. But hidden beneath this descent lies a vertical graveyard that has claimed submarines, divers, and deep-sea drones alike. The slope stretches down like a giant staircase, each step darker than the last. Once past 200 meters, sunlight fades completely. And then, silence begins to scream. In 1984, an unmanned Soviet submersible exploring the Black Sea's slope simply vanished. All transmissions were cut off. No alarms, no warnings, just gone. But here's where it gets horrifying. Get ready for a shocking twist. This will blow your mind. 2 years later, part of its hull was discovered, not crushed, but it melted. Scientists were baffled. Melted metal at cold temperatures? Pay attention. I'm about to reveal a twist, and remember that. Some parts of the slope release chemical plumes hotter than boiling water, instantly incinerating anything that touches them. And these plumes? They move, like they're alive. Still curious about what lies beneath? You won't believe what's deeper. Number 9. The brine pools. Poison lakes underwater. Imagine seeing a shimmering lake, but underwater. Calm, still, and glittering like mercury. That's a brine pool. But touch it, and you're already dead. These pools are made of ultra-salty, dense water, so dense it doesn't mix with normal seawater. The edges ripple like glass. Fish that accidentally swim into them? Their bodies instantly freeze, twist, and sink. One submersible recorded a crab walking along the edge, then slipping in. The footage ended in 2 seconds. Don't blink now. Because here comes the bone-chilling part. Here's the truth. Many brine pools release methane and hydrogen sulfide, chemicals known to induce hallucinations and coma within minutes. And one last detail? Some pools expand when disturbed, like they're reacting. Still want to swim near one? Next up is a zone so strange, light literally folds into itself. Number 8. The Midnight Zone. Where sound goes to die from 1,000 to 4,000 meters below the surface lies the Midnight Zone, named for the eternal darkness that consumes it. Here, light doesn't exist. Pressure is crushing. And sounds? They vanish. Sonar sent into the Midnight Zone comes back, distorted or silent, as if swallowed. In 2003, a NOAA drone picked up a rhythmic clicking, like a heartbeat. It followed the drone for 6 hours. Then the drone shut down. 2 weeks later, it washed ashore, corroded beyond recognition. All internal footage was scrambled. All files were corrupted. Listen carefully. This part is hard to believe. Pause and prepare. Something big is coming. The oceanographer in charge of the operation later reported recurring nightmares of massive creatures with translucent eyes staring at him in total silence. And here's the terrifying twist. Number 7. The Haas Deep, Earth's forgotten abyss. Deeper than the Grand Canyon, and chaos, twice as cold as ice. The Haas Deep in the Pacific is part of the Mariana Trench system, but far lesser known. Why? Because every expedition sent there has ended in malfunction or silence. In 1997, a French deep-sea probe reached 9,500 meters. It recorded a single frame. A shadow passing across the camera, wide as a football field. Then, blackout. The signal was never restored. Now pay close attention. This part changes everything. Stay with me. This is not what you expect. Scientists found electromagnetic anomalies around Haas Deep. Equipment fails. Compasses spin. And there's a theory that magnetic reversals are occurring below, creating localized blackouts in time itself. Get ready for a shocking twist. This will blow your mind. In 2004, a US Navy drone recorded the same timestamp repeating for 11 minutes. The footage showed no motion, just flickering, like the deep was stuck in a loop. One expert called it a pocket of temporal distortion. Number 6. The Hadal Trenches, where color vanishes. The Hadal Zone spans over 20 trenches across Earth's ocean floor. Here, light is not just absent, it's rejected. Color no longer exists. Everything becomes monochrome, grays, blacks, whites. Cameras record footage in color, but it returns as grayscale. No technical issue, no glitch, just loss. During a 2015 expedition into the Kuril-Kamchatka Trench, a Russian team captured 3 hours of footage. Fish with matte transparent heads, eels that moved in spirals, and what appeared to be a pulsating wall of tissue. Number 5. The Hadal Trench, near the Tonga Trench. The shifting mouth. Imagine a place so deep, it doesn't just swallow light, it devours time. This is the Hadal Zone, near the Tonga Trench, stretching beyond 10,800 meters. Below the surface, it is one of the least explored places on Earth. But here's where it gets terrifying. Oceanographers call this stretch the shifting mouth, because equipment sent down here comes back broken, if it comes back at all. Submersibles equipped with titanium casings have reported pressure distortions that don't make scientific sense. Objects sent here often disappear from radar, only to resurface thousands of kilometers away, as if they passed through some sort of underwater void. Number 4. The Diamantina Abyss, the zone that watches. Lying in the Indian Ocean, the Diamantina Abyss is so little known that even many oceanographers have never heard of it. But those who have never forget it. Nicknamed the Zone that Watches. This 8,000-meter deep nightmare is darker than obsidian, colder than death, and filled with strange biological activity, except none of it fits known classifications. Cameras sent down here have captured wide blinks of light, moving in synchronized patterns, as if something sees. Still skeptical. Hold on. You're not ready for this twist. Seriously. Don't blink. Only 5 words. This will ruin your sleep. In 2019, a Russian submarine passing near the abyss went into total blackout. Communications, power, even backup batteries. For 9 minutes, it floated lifeless at 7,300 meters. Then, everything turned back on. The crew described red organic tissue, smeared across the exterior, like something had touched them, or tried to open them. Scientists concluded it was fungal matter, but deep-sea biologists found no DNA strands resembling any life form on Earth. Number 3. The Peru-Chile Trench, the zone that speaks. Known as the Nazca Subduction Zone, this 8,065-meter trench hides something unnatural. Pay close attention. Remember these 6 words. Not a trench, a tomb echo. In 2021, a Chilean team retrieved sonar logs showing a flat surface 300 meters down in the trench, almost like a plateau. They named it La Mesa Silenciosa, the silent table. Why? Because every time their submersible got near it, sound would vanish. Total audio vacuum, not silence. An absence of sound physics. Then, the team captured the impossible. The words, "Abre la puerta," Spanish for open the door, appeared on the sub's display, written in its own system's text interface. No external transmission, no radio, nothing. The crew abandoned the mission immediately. That sub now rests in a museum, untouched, and unstudied. So ask yourself, who or what wrote that message? And are we supposed to answer? But don't scream yet. Number 2. The Java Trench. The depth of lost time. You thought black holes only existed in space? Think again. The Java Trench in the Indian Ocean dips past 7,200 meters, and it doesn't behave like Earth. Ships sailing over it report time delays on their internal clocks, not by minutes, not by hours, by days. Some fishing boats vanished and reappeared with the crew reporting no awareness of time having passed. That's not legend. That's been documented by 3 governments. Still with me? Then hold your breath because twist ahead. Even time isn't safe here. Number 1. The Mariana Trench. The endless eye. This is the deepest known part of Earth's oceans, 11,034 meters. But that's not the terrifying part. It's what's watching from down there. Satellites above the trench have picked up movement patterns that suggest mass displacement. As if something huge occasionally rises, then sinks again. In 2018, the U.S. Navy conducted Operation Deep Whisper, a classified dive into Challenger Deep. What happened next is still under seal. But here's what leaked. An AI probe sent into the trench recorded a single pulsating sonar wave, echoing back and forth, like a heartbeat. But from where? Surprise final fact. You waited for this. You think the ocean zones are terrifying? Well, here's your reward for watching till the end. In 2024, during a failed Russian drone mission in the Arctic abyss, the signal blacked out. But one final image was transmitted before shutdown. It wasn't a fish, or a trench, or darkness. It was an eye. A gigantic, almost fossilized eye, larger than a whale, buried in the ice shelf wall. But it was looking. And right before signal loss, that eye blinked. The feed was erased. But the operator? He still wakes up screaming one sentence. It saw me. Now ask yourself, do you really want to know what's at the bottom? Or is there a reason no one returns?